What is going on, family? I have finally found a decent apartment in Colombia. My goodness, it has been a journey. Honestly, I'm telling you. This is where I plan on staying for a few months while I'm in Colombia. I'm also gonna include a clip of like my little version of MTV cribs. It's gonna be a video that I posted on my TikTok. So because I'm not a Colombian citizen, it's a little bit more difficult, to do the apartment hunting, because if you go through an agency, they're going to want to see it's so much paperwork, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with all that. I just don't. For a split second, I considered getting an unfurnished apartment and just kind of furnishing it myself. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be here that long. Like maybe if I was staying here for like 3 years, then that's the case. But if I'm staying for like about a year, then it makes no sense. Now, what I think is really cool is that here in Colombia, they make their own furniture. It's not imported. Like you can go to one of these markets, find guys, and they make mattresses, your sofa, pretty much anything you want. I was actually in the middle of contacting a lady, but I was like, man. But then when it's time to leave, now I have to sell all this furniture. So I was like, I don't want to deal with that. But I thought that was really, really cool. Now, the reason it took me a while is because most people just come and they settle into like the touristy areas, but I didn't want to stay there. I stayed on 3 different sides of town, and I realized that the area that I want to stay in is like here, close to the stadium. I like to work out. And I feel like here is just it's more local. I didn't come to Colombia to hang out with there's a fly in here, and I opened it. Hey, God. Somebody sent that fly. Hey, Jinikin, was it? Please wait, let me open this door, I beg. Anyway, I'm going to that fly. I know it's my enemies that sent it because they see that I'm happy I have my peaceful apartment. They want to send chaos. No worry, no problem. Anyway, it's me and that flight today. Anyway, back to apartment talk. So I found this cool workout group, and I'm with them, I want to say like 4 to 5 times a week. And I realized that, you know what, I want to be closer to where they are. I was around the south of Medellin, which is like Sabaneta, and it was like a 40-minute train ride every morning because we meet at about 7 o'clock. And I was like, I bet I can't do this too. So I realized, you know what, I want to stay over here. So, because I did like that area, but I'm like, no, I like here a little bit better. And it's more central as well. I think when I was over there, it took me a while to get to places. I came over this side, and the first apartment that I went to, the guy was telling me that his apartment was close to where I needed to be. His Airbnb was all the way up on the hill, and you had to walk even just 15 minutes, even to get to like the street to where you can actually see grocery stores and stuff. I was like, please, I can't do this because I'm by myself. What if, let's say at night, I don't know, I need to get water or something. Yeah, you can always order it, but I'm like, I just don't like being that far away. To me, it works if you have a motorcycle, if you have a car, but I don't have either one of those things here, so it's not for me, please. And then the apartment for me, I just did not have peace. You have to be careful with some of these Airbnbs because they will send you nice pictures, all the nice angles, and then you get there. And the apartment itself wasn't bad. I'll include a clip. So I got into this Airbnb yesterday, and I was supposed to stay for about 12 days, but I'm actually leaving today. The Airbnb itself is nice, it's cute, but upon further inspection, it just was not what I was looking for. So first, please, I didn't know that I came all the way to Colombia to be looking at construction. This is the view that I, wake up to, and I'm like, Now that over there is the view that I would have liked to see, but it didn't work out like that. And so I was like, Some people may say it's being a bit picky, but this was not on Airbnb, I promise. It is a cute place, in general. The design is cute, but for me, the biggest thing was how far it is to where I need to be every single morning. I was told that it was about a 10-minute walk, but I guess he forgot the other 20 minutes because I'm like, listen. And it's just really far from like the grocery store, like it's up on a hill. And I'm like, I'm by myself. I just don't think that's
that's wise. And see, these are some things you don't see on Airbnb because people know how to take pictures. So I was like, okay, do I just stay and be inconvenienced, or because the whole point of moving out here was to be closer to where I needed to be, and it's literally not that much of a difference from where I was. And as a matter of fact, I was even taking the train in the other place. So I decided to pack my bags. I only stayed for one night and I'm going to another Airbnb. So wish me luck.
After that situation, I was like, please, I'm not staying here, big. And what's funny is that I almost settled for that place. And I'm so glad I didn't, because one, it was out of my budget. I was like, I'm not trying to spend this much in Colombia. But I think at some point I was just so exhausted. I was like, should I? I was like, nah, that's too much. And I'm so glad that I didn't. Now the second place I booked, I just kind of booked it because I just needed to get out of that place. And I almost settled for that place as well. Like, it was cool, but it didn't feel cozy. It didn't feel like home. I feel like I was, you know, like Goldilocks trying to find the right place. And at first glance, I was like, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it for me. Like, it's spacious. I didn't really like the whole studio thing. I don't like apartment studios. So I realized the reason that place did not feel like home was because it was an office space and they just kind of like, you know, refurbished it and turned it into an apartment. And I was like, yeah, no, the hallway was really long. Also, they did not have a washer. Now, most apartments here don't have dryers, but at least, you know, have a washer. And so you can just tell it was an office space. All right, so this is the Airbnb that I've been staying at. I'm actually cleaning up. So, I mean, there's gonna be someone that comes in to clean up after me, but I don't like the place to look crazy. So anyway, so this is the space. At first, I'll be honest with you, I almost settled because I was like, I'm just so tired of moving around. But then after being here for a while, I was like, it's not it for me. They took an office space and refurbished it, and you know, that's why it has a setup. Because I was like, man, this setup is interesting. Like, the hallway is long. It's different, and you can tell from this part right here that this used to be an office space for sure. And if you can hear how loud it is, let me tell you, I have not been able to record any content in this place because it's right next to the street. So I was like, it's not it for me. So you can literally see the layout. It's an office. And also I thought this window, you know, would close at night, but it didn't. Like, this part, it doesn't work. And so what I did was I had to put a blanket over here, you know, just to kind of minimize some of the noise, and I would use the fan at night. So that was decent. It was decent, but I was just like, oh no, this ain't it. Also, let me show y'all the fridge. The fridge is not it. You can tell it's like an office. Look at it's an office fridge. And I opened it and I realized, look at the freezer space. Like, what am I supposed to do with it? I need more freezer space, you know, in case I cook something. I'm glad that I was like, you know what, as tired as I am of moving, this is not it for me. And so now I have 3. Look at all the stuff I have. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to be taking stuff back to Houston little by little because it's just too much. And I even have one more suitcase full of all my hair supplies and stuff like that. So yes, I don't even know how that thing fell out. And it was so loud. Oh my goodness. It was right on the street. So you can hear, like, here, I'll hear a little noise here and there, but it's nothing like, I don't know if you heard that, but here it's nothing to, you know, it's nothing I can't work with. After traffic time, things kind of slow down. It's cool. Like, you expect a little noise from the city, but when I tell you I couldn't even record what I'm doing now, I could not do there. I had 2 ads that were due, and thankfully I met some really, really cool girls, and they were able to let me record in their apartment. I had to go catch a taxi to the other side of town to record. I was just like, I can't do this. It just did not feel like home, and I could not wait to leave. What you guys are about to listen to is an incident that happened while I was in this particular apartment. Now, keep in mind, this was an office building, so it did not have a security guard. What they have here in Medellin is they have porteros, and these are the guys that allow you in and out of the building. This one only had key cards, and this incident happened like at 1 a.m. in the morning. I was traumatized. I think the girl was
being accused of stealing a computer. I don't know, but I was so scared. But the police showed up after, and I was able to sleep a little bit.
I think I stayed there for about 10 days. And what I did was I booked this Airbnb right after. And I told myself, you know what? I'm so tired of hunting. Let me at least see this Airbnb before I get there to decide if it's where I want to stay. So I messaged the owner of this apartment. The owner of this Airbnb, he does not live in Medellin. He lives in the United States, actually. He lives in Florida, but he's from here. So he has this apartment. He rents it out whenever he's in town. This is where he stays. I was like, hey, you know, do you mind if I come into the apartment, please? You know, I'm looking for somewhere more long term. So I came to see it. When I tell you, I said, please, I mean, where do I put deposits? I'm so tired of such. I'm so tired. But what I loved about it is that it's very cozy. It's a 1-bedroom. It's really simple, very minimalistic. The guy owns it with his sister, so it has a woman's touch, which I love because details, right? Decorations, detail. And it just was comfortable. It was peaceful. I just felt like he was a decent person, and he felt the same way about me as well. And I was like, yeah, I can do this. We were able to come to an agreement of $450 a month, which is honestly really good because the whole place it's fully furnished. So I don't have to worry about buying extra furniture. Everything is here. And so I'm content.
This is a simple tour of my cozy 1-bedroom apartment in Medellin, Colombia. Welcome, welcome. And don't worry, under 2 minutes, but I will finish safe. I did not want to go through the hassle of furnishing an apartment, so I went the Airbnb route, and I'm pretty content. Over here is where I've been eating food without pepper for over 2 months. So this is where I normally shed my tears. I love this little green accent decor. It's so cute, and it makes for a really cute backdrop. Here we have the commode or latrine, whatever you want to call it. Now won't concern you. Here I have my mini hair station, so whenever I feel like working on some color techniques, I will grab one of my girls. This is a cute bar area where I will do my work. Here we have the kitchen kitchen that has not even seen pepper for how long. It's simple and straight to the point. And here is my plantain station. I keep planting around because I'm not a miserable person. It's only people that are unhappy that they don't like plantain. The plantain was even ministering to me, self. It was saying that even though there are some people that you are connected to, you are ripe. They are not yet ripe. So you have to leave them behind in this season. So this is the one I'll fry first. Now, most apartments here have washers, but they don't have dryers. So I will air dry a lot of my stuff. And this is where the village woman comes out. But I love that they conserve energy. Here we have my cozy bedroom. And I will say, though, I wish I had a balcony. But anyway, it's okay. The view is still nice. And as long as I can still shout at people from up here, then I'm okay. I'm happy with that. And me, I don't have air conditioner. So because of poverty, I'll be using fan. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll even wake up and be blowing small breeze on myself. But anyway, there's God in everything we are doing. I'm totally kidding. I'm joking though. No, I do sleep well. I love how central the area is. I love my little view. And I like the fact that I can call this home for the time being.
I mean, I can't complain. It's peaceful. Sleeping at night is so peaceful. I'm able to cook. I'm able to pretty much do a whole lot of things. So that is what I've been dealing with in Medellin since I've been here. I'm just happy. So if you guys are going through the apartment hunting process or you've been through it, write down in the comment section and let me know how it was for you or how it's currently going. I would love to hear it. So until next time, guys, have a good one.